Shavua Tov, a good vach, a good yar. A lot of things are happening already. It seems that they're trying to get at Donald Trump. They had a pro-Palestinian rally. I wonder if this guy who was a shooter, whether he had anything to do with the pro-Palestinians. All I know is Donald Trump has already declared nothing will prevent him from being victorious in Iran. So, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, each time there's an attempt. It's HaKadosh Baruch Hu saying, you still have shlichus to do. So let's hope he does the right thing. Unfortunately, לדאבוני, אני מתחיל את השיעור על בשורה לא טובה, כי ערב שבת...
It's looking up in the sky.
What?
The camera's not focused.
It's
not on you.
I know, but it's getting on you. It's focused in the car. By the way, I want you to know, I just looked at one of the recent ones we had, and it's beautiful. You see, people have commented who listen, they don't care about the shear. They look at the nof. They look at the view. But anyway, here we are.
So you should face it towards the view.
I am. Every so often. I go everywhere.
Actually, be much more interest.
Stop it.
Than looking at you.
Thank you very much for that appreciation. I was in the middle of לדאבוני. I was the בשורה לא טובה. ערב שבת קיבלתי הודעה, לא, שנגיד בדחיפות תהילים על הבת 11 מבני ברק, שנורא מטיל בבית ערב פסח. אז ניסיה בת הילה. אז רציתי להגיד היום לשיעור שנתפלל בעבורה, אבל שמענו שהיא נפטרה לפני שבת, והלוויה היה אתמול בלילה מוצאי שבת. ניסיה קרדי, שהבית, הם אמרו עליה שהיא מאוד הקפידה על פיגודי העורף, היא מאוד הקפידה, אבל באותו ערב היא הייתה בשינה חזקה, התעוררה והתחילה לרוץ, היה פגיעה בבית. אז הייתה, they worked on her for a month to try to stabilize her, and unfortunately she passed away. Okay, so yes.
So they identified the suspect.
Yes.
Doesn't sound like he's a Palestinian. His name is Cole Thomas Allen.
Yeah, well, he looked he had a foreign nationality look, the picture of him. So I don't know, he could have a name Allen, and
A-L-L-E-N, but a name Cole Thomas, not Thomas with an H, Thomas T-O-M-A-S.
But Cole, how do you spell Cole?
C-O-L-E.
C-O-L-E. Cole Yaakov.
Wasn't there a Nathan Cole?
Yeah, there is a Cole. Anyway.
A Cole Asaph.
Okay. So we'll find out much more about this guy. But it seems that they got him, he's alive, right? They say he's alive? Yeah. Okay. Because at one point they said they weren't sure whether he was dead because he was on the floor. They took off his shirt and everything. I don't know why they do that, by the way.
Make sure he
doesn't have explosives, right?
Explosives, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, today's test ER. I wanted to say that my Rebbetzin got word that a young man was going to have an operation on his back, and they wanted to have a Tehillim, Yehoshua Tzvi ben Freda Yehudit. So it should have a refuah shlema. Okay, today is the yard side of Moshe Hagar Mishatz and Moshe Hagar Miseret. Two Moshe Hagars, and that's from...
Who's the first one from what?
Mishatz.
What's Shatz?
Shatz is the place. Place of a place.
But he's a Vishnitzer.
So we'll find out who they really are. His grandfather was a Tzemach Tzaddik. Tzemach Tzaddik they have over here. And the other one, they're two different Sholsholit. Well, it says, no, that's not true. They're both from Kosov Visionitz, like you said, Visionitz. Okay, what we'll talk about. One was in 1863. He was born in 1863. The other one was born in 1926. So we're talking about two different Doros. Okay, it's also the yahrzeit of Avigdor ben Yitzchak Kra, and we shall seashells on the seashore. Okay, we're going to say Tehillim. What was that? And we are, let's see, we are going to have Tehillim, Perek Yud Zayin.
شمع أدوني صدق أخشيب غنتي هازنة فنتي بلو سفتي بيوما من لفنيخ مش مطيصي عينيخ دحزن مشغيم بحنت نبي بقدت النايلة صيرتني بتمصى زموتي بني عبوك في مفعولات أدم بدبر صفتيخ אני שמעתי אורחות פריז תמוך אשואי במעגלותיך בנמות פעמי אני קראתיך כי תענני אל אוזנך לי שמע אמרתי הפלי חסדיך מושיע חוסים במתקוממים בימיניך שומרני כישון בת עין בשרים כנפיך תסתירני מפני רשע יבזו שתוני אויבי בנפש יقطفו עלי חלבה מוסררו פימו דיברו ברעות אשרנו עתה סבבונו עיניהם ישיתו לטוס בארץ דמיונו כי אריה יחשוף לטרוף וכפיר יושב במסתרים ומה אדוני יקדם אבניו אחריעהו חלתה נפשי מרשע חרבך ממתים ידיך אדוני ממתים מחלת חלקם בחיים וספונך תמלא בוטנם ישבעו בנים והניחו יתרם לעולליהם אני בסדק יחז פניך אשבעה בהקיס דמונתך
אחינו
קודש
ישראל אחינו קודש ישראל הנשאונים בצרה ובשוויון בין בים ובין ביבשה המקום ירחם עליהם יוציאם מצרה לרווחה ומאפל אליהו ומשיבוד לגאולה השתה בגולה ובזמן קריב נאמר אמן ולפניך משפטי יצא my mishpat was du darfst mit Strafen, we have learned what Strafen is punishment. Mit Strafen for meine Averas soll a Reusgain von Fardir sollst mich nicht strafen der Ruf. You know, you're thinking about grammar. Sollst mich nicht strafen der Ruf. You know, that's also in Echotach Zena Meishorim. Dein Eugen soll gucken recht Fartigkeiten. Fartigkeiten is capabilities. Capabilities. Yes, that's it. Fartigkeit. So, Oib, ich hab Zchuyos, sollst du gucken der Ruf und Leut dem sollst du mit mishpaten. Should check it out.
Every once in a while I think I understand Yiddish and I hear something I don't understand a word.
Yeah. No, but that's true. Because there's a language. It's interesting how babies learn to speak. You know, they just hear and they pick it up. It's amazing.
Amazing.
It is. Anyway, so that's the Yiddish from my perspective, from mein Welt, and
So, in my Welt of Yiddish,
yes,
so I'm really getting into the
grammar, AI.
grammar of things, and it really is difficult. And even AI says it's difficult.
That's you have someone chatzi nechama, someone comforts you.
Yeah, because he says that there really are no rules that are true in every case, and many of the rules are they change, and another,
No consistency.
they're not consistent. One of the things also is there is masculine and feminine, but it's hard to know what words are masculine, what's feminine. I don't know what words.
I
D-
can search
Door?
the web for that when you're finished driving.
Sure.
You see, that's interesting. What triggers it?
He's jealous.
Kenaso from Tarba Chachma.
Here's something. I'm doing both right now. Also the Duolingo.
You three.
also
You're not
this.
doing three. You have a trifecta. You do
Yes.
Beis Yehuda.
So yeah.
I hope you do Beis Yehuda.
Right. So I was doing like plural. One of the things in Duolingo I asked, what's a plural of bezem? Bezem is a
Yeah, I know. Is a brush.
broom.
Broom.
Right. So what's the plural?
Bezemin.
Is it bezemin?
Bezemin.
Or bezemer? Or
Bezmin.
bezmins?
Bezmin.
With a sama.
Bezim.
With a sama. What's it? So
Bezmins.
So I asked,
Bezamins.
so I said like this. I asked, what's the plural? So it said that most Yiddish words pluralize by adding a nun,
Bezamin.
right?
But
So it gave me examples. Tish, tishin.
Tishin.
Yid, yidden.
Yidden. Okay. Right.
Stub, stuben.
Stubin.
Okay? But then there were words to pluralize them.
With that summit.
Get an aleph resh, like kinder. Kind, kinder. Right?
Right.
Or then there are nuances, like this buch. But how do you say no?
Buchter.
No, how do you say a book is a buch? How do you say the plural of buch?
Buchter.
So I said buchim. That's not.
What is it?
It's bicher.
Oh, bicher.
So there are two changes.
In front of the ba.
The vowel change from a vav
Vav
to a yud,
Right.
and there's an ending change
With
from
the,
a cha
to an ayin resh.
ayin resh.
Right.
You see, so it's two things: a vowel change and that. So the ayin resh group often comes with a vowel change, like this. How about man? What's the few?
Man?
Man, a person, man.
Oh, man.
How do you say
Mention.
men?
Mention.
Minner.
Minna.
Minner with an ayin resh.
Minna.
Now, what's the plural? You have Hand. What's the plural of Hand?
Hinter.
No, just Hent. So you get a vowel change without changing the ending. You see? Here we go. You just said that there's an ending, right? And sometimes the vowel change. Now here's a vowel change without changing the ending. Hand with an aleph becomes Hent with an ayin.
You have been totally distracted, so let's get back to the broom.
And then,
the bism.
And then let's say boim. What's boim?
Boimer. Boimer.
Beimer.
A Beimer.
So vav changes to a yud. Noch another change. It's crazy. So he reviewed what we did, and now what about
Bism.
what about samach? Where does that come in? When do you put a samach?
I said bism.
So you have like the word otto. It's a car, right?
Otos.
So otos is plural.
Otos.
So there's something which is here it is. Most common, just add a nun. Germanic nouns, often with a vowel, have a vowel change. But borrowed or foreign words like that, like auto is not Yiddish, right? So borrowed are foreign words, no change, and they add a samach.
Uh-huh.
Okay? So therefore, bezem
It's a borrowed word?
would be bezems.
Oh, that's what I said in the beginning.
Well, that's not a borrowed word.
I
Word isn't a
know.
borrowed.
I know.
So I don't know.
So the truth of the matter is
So the truth of the matter is,
that AI gives you a lot of explanation, but there's no direction.
but he says himself.
No direction.
His recommendation was, when you learn the word, learn the plural on the spot. Like don't wait to learn the plural, but learn it together as a unit.
I think what he's saying is rote, that you just say it, shigra, just saying it over, chazara,
No,
vishinanta.
but since there's no rule, which is
It's memorization.
like you're saying kind, so
Kinder.
it's not going to be kins. How do you know?
Kinder.
When you learn kind, learn the plural is kinder. Say kind, kinder, and then you know it. You can't
But the
make up.
truth of the matter is, I think what more that I hear you, it's the way I have mastered, I can't say perfected, but I have mastered the Hebrew language by listening to every medium, Israeli medium possible. So when I listen to the news or I read, it's purely, and it's mostly vernacular, but you pick up the language by listening, just in context, and therefore you don't by grammatic rules. You just do it by listening. So the question is the way they Berlitz and all these language tutors, whether if they emphasize listening over and over again, that's a good idea. But just rules, I don't know if the rules.
No, I'll tell you what the difference is. The difference is if you just want to understand the language, then you're right. But let's say you want to write the language. Right?
Written. I understand
I want to
Arabic.
write it.
I understand Arabic, for
That's
example, written
For
Arabic.
instance, with the AI, with the Duolingo, I never had to write anything.
Uh-huh.
With the AI, my whole communication is writing.
Writing.
So you have to know how to write. You have to know
Or-
when you're writing something. You say something der or do or dos or di.
Uh-huh. Or
And it's-
actually, it's also
And is it
more than
masculine
writing.
or
It's-
feminine?
or how to speak. How to speak.
The only thing I've mastered so far is the change in verbal subject reversal.
Yeah, that you
If
already.
it follows a preposition, then you switch it.
Good enough. I'm
Okay.
glad you remember the rule. But anyway, you have.
That was the Yiddish lesson for the Kfutza.
It is very interesting. I wish you a beautiful, wonderful walk today.
Zvat
Spazier.
Hashem, this is the weather.
This is
wow.
the perfect walking weather.
This is the perfect weather.
It is. It is.
Baruch Hashem.
Baruch Hashem.
And we should be here Besoros Toivos.
We should hear. So you heard Elchanan's wonderful. We have Kohen who davens with us, who walked around happy. Sometimes he's very sad, but today he was joyful. He was jumping up
joyful.
with joy because
It was
his
like a-
Ur Enikol, we're talking about Yiddish, Nin, Ur Enikol, great grandson, was born in London, and he.
Now, I didn't understand. Is that the first nin or the first nin that he's going to be the Kohen?
It's the first nin he's going to be a Kohen. He has lots of nin.
He has
and
a nin.
note, he has, and also they weren't from Kohen. Most of them were from Kohen families, but here this is the first one that he's able to be the Kohen for the Pidyon Ben. So he's ecstatic. But I put a little something in the water. I said, I hope you'll be able to fly out there because of the situation.
Bezrat Hashem.
That's Rosh Hashem. That's it. Okay, we should have
Okay.
simchas. Lots of simchas.
Soll sein Simchis.
Soll sein. Freilich. Soll sein. Ganz jo freilich.
Ganz your Fehlach.
Ganz jo freilich. Ganz jo freilich. Oh, thank you. I think I have. Oh. Thank you, Tzvi. Although, this is the thing on the top is what goes.
Okay.
Okay. Chol Tov. Good fuck. Okay. We have a lot of catching up to do. All the schmoozing that's going on. We're close to 20 minutes. And okay, so we will talk about the shots, the businesses. And As was noted, the weather is beautiful. Even though I'm wearing a jacket, we daven outside instead of inside the tunnel. And okay, beautiful day. And here we go. Reb Moshe Hager Mishatz ben Reb Baruch נולד בשנת 1863 ונפטר בט' אייר, שזה היום, ב-1926. שושלת ויז'ניץ קוסוב נשא את חווה בת רב אברהם יהושע השל מזינקוב, שושלת אפתא. הוא גדל על ברכו של סבו סמך צדק, נתמנה בשנת 1893 לאדמו"ר מגורה הומורה בהונגריה, אך בגלל שריפת שפרצה שם עבר לשץ וריכז סביבו אלפי חסידים. היה מכונה דר שבסיד, ומפורסמת הייתה במיוחד שמחת השבת של רב מוישה. ניגוניו וריקודיו נמשכו שעה, שעתיים ללא הפסק, ועיניו זולקות דמעות. שמחת השבת שלו לא נשבתה גם כאשר נפטרו לו שני ילדים בבת אחת. לא עלינו. היה מדוכא בייסורים, ובשנותיו האחרונות היה אף משותק. מבניו רב חיים ממלא מקומו בש"ס, רב יצחק וגם רב יצחק מאיר. Okay, there's the other one, Reb Moshe Hager Miseret. Moshe ben Reb Baruch, just the same name, Moshe ben Baruch. Hagar, both the same, Miseret, from a different place. Nolad be'Ros Varadin, ב-1926, good morning, Boker Tov, La'aviv, בזיווג שני ונקרא על שם דודו רב משה משץ, שנפטר חודשיים לפני לידתו. נפטר ביום ט' אייר, which is today, ב-1999. היה חותם רב חיים מנחם דוד מג'יקוב, שושלת רופשיץ. למד בסרט, רומניה, אצל דודו רב אברהם משה אב בזדין גורה הומרה, ואחר כך כמה שעות ביום אצל אביו רב בורך ביחד עם אחיו רב אלעזר. את הבר מצווה שלו חגג בסרט. רב משה עמל תוך סכנת נפשות להעביר כספים שהגיע לג'רוזן, מקום אביו רב בורך בגטו. הכסף הציל רבים מרעב. רב משה הגיע לארץ ישראל יחד עם אביו ב-1947 באוניית המפעילים. הוא עבר לקפריסין וגם שם פעל במסירות נפש. כאשר אושר לעלות לארץ, הוא עבר למחנות המעצר באיטליה ולקריית שמואל. הוא נשא את בת דודתו, פנינה פרל, בת רב חיים מנחם דוד הורוביץ, רב האחרון של ג'יקוב. עכשיו מובא, אחר פטירת אביו, נתמנה רב משה כראש ישיבת יחל ישראל ברמת ויז'ניץ בחיפה. הוא פעל רבות בהקמת קריית ויז'ניץ בחיפה. סרט לא הייתה מפורסמת כוויז'ניץ, ומשה היה צריך להתגעגע מאוד כדי להשיג כספים. עכשיו, שמעיהו מביא מהספר מליצי יושר, שפתיו רחובבות, דובבות, שפתיו דובבות. They talk about tzaddikim who their divrei Torah after posthumously are as if their lips are talking. So it's brought in the name of Rav Moshe Hagar Miseret. Hare at Mekudeshet li kabdat zu kamat Moshe v'Yisrael. Hine dat Moshe romez l'Shabbat. So he's saying it's not figuratively, it's allegorically that the dat Moshe is really talking about Shabbos. Given Moshe tikem Yisrael Shabbat b'yotam b'Misrayim. לכן גם תקנו אנשי כנסת גדול בתפילת שחרית של שבס. ישמח משה במתנת חלקו. מבואר בטור, וזה אפשר באמרו, את מקודשת לי בטבעת זו כדת משה. רצינו לומר כמו שמצווה שבס הנקרא דת משה. Yesh, good morning. Yesh li zoher lechavein bo lekacho, kivon sheyesh bo hanaz aguf. Kain, harei, at mukadeshet li b'kedusha b'tara, bilti, ashet lavado, lo hanaz aguf. Okay. היום זה גם כן יורצייט של אביגדור בן יצחק קרא, שנפטר ב-1439. היה דיין ברגנסבורג, אחר כך בפראג. ב-1389 היה פוגרום, הוא חיבר את הסליחה, את כל התלאה המפורסם. היה ראש ישיבה מקובל, מחבר פיוטים וכינוס, מחבר ספר הקונה, ספר הפליאה, קודשי הילולים, אבן ספיר ומדבר סין. עד כאן היורצייטים של היום. ממשיכים את האב מלאכה האחרון המוציא, טלטול, to carry. אפילו הוא הכלי כגון הגולה, if we're talking about different domains, rishiyot, even if it's like in a wagon, you also have a rishus yochid, that's considered a rishus yochid. V'kein tel, and also a mound o korah or board. Rishus rabim gova yutes yutvachim, if it's has a height of 10 tefachim, rachav dalit tefachim 10 by 4. Afagav delamata hu rishus harabim, even though beneath it is rishus harabim, lamal have a rishus yochid. V'chein bor, and also a well. So amak yud tvachim, that is deep, 10 tvachim deep. Rachav dalet tvachim has a width of 4 tvachim. Havi bor rishus yachid. At that point, 10 by 4 is a rishus yachid. V'chein dover shemukaf mechitzas gavos, and if it's surrounded by high walls, yud tvachim, b'neihem dalet tvachim, and a distance of 4 tvachim, al dalet tvachim. Hari zer rishus yachid v'afilu al gabi mechitzas afagad shemechitza atzma ein ba rochav dal tov, even though the mechitza doesn't have 4 dals, if it's on top of it. Va'avir rishus harab yachid, the atmosphere of the rishus yachid ola ad rikia, goes all the way up to heaven. Paragraph Gimel, Ezer Carmelis. What's the definition of Carmelis? Makom she'ena, it's a domain that's neither public nor private. Makom she'ena l'ch rabim, kagon ha'yamim v'anoros, place where people don't normally go. For example, sea and rivers and forests. Im ein derech rabim overes besocha, that doesn't have a masses that walk through it. V'davar amukaf mechitzos dala, but if there's surrounded by walls that are 4 by 4, ve'ein begova mechitzos yud, and still doesn't have 10 tvachim height. V'guma, at the cavity, she'ena amuka yitzvachim, does not have a height of depth of 10 tvachim. Kli amachug karka, in a vessel that's connected to the ground, or omid, or pillar, or tail, or a mound, rishus rabim. V'hein gavom yoser migimel tvachim, they're higher than 3 tvachim, pachas miyut tvachim, and less than 10 tvachim. V'hein rechavim adal tamas. These are definition of a Carmelis. V'avir Carmelis, enorak adyud. Again, the atmosphere of the Carmelis is only up to 10 tvachim. Avom yud tvachim lamala. But above the 10 tvachim is dina makom ptur. That is a place that's exempt completely. If you carry there, it would be okay. Biyamim hanaros modidim misvasa yom mayim, olamala lomi karkos amayim. When it comes to measuring heights from Carmelis, morning Fred. Regards from Deb.
Okay.
When we're talking about sea, modidim, so you measure it from the surface of the seabed, surface, but not the seabed. Lomi karkad mayim. Okay, small paragraph. Dalid Makom Ptur. So what's an exempt area? Hu Dvar She'ein Bo Dalid Tvachim. It doesn't have 4 Tvachim Orach, length. O Dalid Tvachim Rochav, or width. The Gova Yosim, and it's more than 3 Tvachim Afilu Ad Rikia, and that's considered a Makom Ptur. V'chein Charitz, a trench. Shu Rochav B'Pochos Midal Tvachim, has a width of less than 4 Tvachim, Al Dal Tvachim, Omak Yoser Megimel Tvachim, and also has a depth of 3 Tvachim, more than 3 Tvachim. Klaus Hadover. What is the general rule? Rishus Rabim, Humakom Mavar Rabim. It's a place where many people pass over. Rachav Ted Zayin, and it has a width. The path has a width of 16 amma. V'dafka ad yutet tvachim, until height of 10 tvachim. V'harvi avir Rishus Rabim, and its avir is considered Rishus Rabim. Avlamala miyut tvachim, above the yut tvachim. That's considered a makom ptur. Rusus yachid. What's considered a private domain? Who dafka davar shegava yut tvachim, has a height of 10 tvachim lefachos, at least v'rochav dalid and has a width of 4 by 4 lefachos. Wa'oz nikra rusus yachid afilu ad rikia. It's considered a private domain even if it extends all the way up to the sky. The Carmelites who gamkein rachav lefachos mi Dalit Tvachim. Carmelis is something that is a width that at least has 4 Tvachim, 4 by 4. Rak She'ein Gavoya Tvachim, but it's unlike the Rishus Yachid, it does not have a height of 10 Tvachim. Kova Lo Pachas Begimel Tvachim, and the Kova not less than 3 Tvachim. So 3 by 10, that's a Carmelis. V'Avir Carmelis Ein Rak Al Yutesh. The atmosphere of the Carmelis is not only until 10 Tvachim Kamo Avir. Rishus Rabim, the Eina Ola Yosem Mitan Tvachim. Makom Ptur, what's considered an exempt area? Who Dafka Shein Rachav Dalat Tvachim, and by Dalat Tvachim, if there is no width of 4 by 4, V'az Bein Shehu Gavoa Adrikia, whether it extends all the way to heaven, or Shein Gavoa Rakim Tvachim, or it only has a Gova of 3 Tvachim having Makom Ptur. This is considered an exempt area of B'Pochos Megimel Tvachim. But if it has a height of less than 3 tvachim, batal legabi karka, it's not a makom karlis, it's considered like the karka itself. Ve'ena nikra makom tur elam kain omeid b'rishus rabim. A makom tur could only be if something that's in the public domain of a kashahum karmelis, if it's in a karmelis which is neither public nor private domain. Ein bein rishus yachid or bein rishus rabim the karmelis kivin shagam a karmelis ein rishus chashuv. Carmelis is not recognized as a rishus in the Torah. It's a rabbinical domain. If you found something that's of the same kind, batal gabi Carmelis, the dino mamish Carmelis, as a din of the Carmelis. Okay, small paragraph. Hey, hamotzi mirishus yachid rishus rabim. If you carry from a private domain to public domain, or machnis mirishus rabim rishus yachid, you take from whether you extend it with your hand or you throw it there, chayiv. Carmen is pater, but if it's in the parmis pater of osler, it's forbidden. The makom tur mutar lechatchila. But a makom tur you're allowed to carry from one domain within it. Okay. Small paragraph of bor rishus rabim amak yotes, a bor, a well that's in the rishus rabim that has a depth of 10 tvachim rochav, and a width of 4 tvachim nimsa abor rishus yachid. Asur, it's considered rishus yachid. Asur hotzi medli. You can't take the bucket im hamayim rishus haramim to the public area. Im yesh mechitza lekor. Then go yotchav nachon lizar shelo yamar dli al mechitza. Should not put the bucket on top of the partition, afagav the mechitza rishus yachid, even though the mechitza is considered rishus yachid, b'imkein adayin omei rishus, and it'll stay in rishus yachid. The chayshin, and why? Shema yotzi oso lechutz. Maybe you'll take it off of the partition, you'll carry it rishus rabin, ve'imlo b'makom tzorach, unless it's considered something very important to have it there. Avol imein Lamachisa Gavova Yod Tefachim, if it doesn't have a partition of 10 Tefachim. Also, the Keich of Motzim Rishus Yochid, Rishus Rabim, because he could take it from the private domain to public domain. Chein Agola, Sha'omed Rishus Rabim, and a wagon that's in the Rishus Rabim, Gavova Yod, has 10 height and width of 4. Kamo Abrikas, like a body below a gagam without the wheels. Havi Rishus Yochid is considered a Rishus Yod Gomer, private domain. Also, Hotzi Mimeno, La Rishus Rabim, you can't take from that wagon and to the public domain. V'hein lefech, v'chein afilu hachnis rosho l'toch hagala, even to stick your head into the lishtos sham and to drink something like whiskey or anything else. Eishes are kamor b'bordi leo. Paragraph Zion Yesh Makomos Shel Lefnei Abatim Osim Gagin Al Pesach. You make an Osim Omed like a canopy awning. Al Mudim Shakorim Fear Leib Osalotzi. You can't take from the house into that area. The Takas Gagin Kain Lahachlim Misham Levatim El Kain Yesh Tikun Shamdu Konim Kam Netzad, unless you set up basically an eruv. Yil Der Tzuras Apetach V'Hum Lefnei Batim Tzrichim Gam Eruv Chatzeros. Paragraph Hey. Paragraph Ches, Askufa, a threshold. Shalifnei button that's before the house. Button matocha avalomi mel rishus rabim im ein lekavoyet. It doesn't have a height of 10 tvachim rachav by 4. Havi carmel is considered a carmelist for us lotzim and a bias. Tocha you can't carry from a chem mimon lebayis v'chem mimon rishus rabim yos rabim tocha asher afilu b'asur she'omei bein amzuzah shel pesach. Also, l'chein tzorich lizoher she'abayis know when the house is locked. The gever mevi meftech, and a Gentile brings a key sheyiftach anachri that he should be the one to open the door. You know, meftech munach b'fnim b'asur. If it's already inside, asur lachnis yodo, you can't put your hand in to take it out. Meftech lechutz. And paragraph tes agakin stoops adjoining the tavern. I'm assuming the constant asur lachnis lotzi rakalpi Talmud Chacham. You can only do it if the Talmud Chacham Yodei Lasot Suras Besach makes an error. Giving asur litol yoda meyamayim omed sham. Take water that's from there. Of course, takas ben rishus rabim imlo alpi Talmud Chacham, again only according to the Talmud Chacham. We really extended a long time. I wish everyone Yom Tov l'kulam.